Hello, and welcome to the North Dakota After School Day on the Hill prep session. After School Day on the Hill will be held on February 22nd, 2023 at the Capitol Building in Bismarck. In this session, we will cover the why we want to take this opportunity to advocate and celebrate after school. We will also cover the logistics of After School Day on the Hill and answer the who, what, where, and when. We'll provide a recap of past events to give you some ideas of ways that you can participate, and then we'll cover some commonly asked questions and provide you with information on where to go if you have any questions after this session. There can be a misconception about what after school and out of school time programs do, and it is incredibly important for you to help tell your program story. Whether you have 5 minutes or 5 hours, there are ways that you can advocate and raise awareness to legislators and other stakeholders about the important and essential work that you do to support North Dakota's youth, families, and communities. First of all, advocacy is educating and raising awareness on a specific issue by sharing your story and experiences. Advocacy is all about building relationships, and you can do advocacy through writing letters, talking with legislators or other stakeholders, and hosting events. Advocacy is not influencing specific legislation. That is the difference between advocacy and lobbying. Advocacy is also not focused only on legislators and other elected officials. Advocacy is for the general community as well. Advocacy is not difficult. Anyone can do it. And we have created an advocacy toolkit to help walk you through different ways that you can advocate. You'll find that advocacy is not picture in our advocacy toolkit, as well as steps for crafting your message, sharing your story, meeting with legislators, how to keep in touch, and a step-by-step guide for conducting a site visit on the North Dakota After School Network policy page. This advocacy toolkit is geared towards both early childhood and school age programming, and you'll find templates and tools to conduct advocacy, whether you have a little bit of time or you want to build up to hosting a site visit. At this policy page, you will also find the policy recommendations from the North Dakota After School Network and Child Care Aware of North Dakota. An important way to advocate and help tell your story is by participating in After School Day on the Hill. After School Day on the Hill will be held at the North Dakota State Capitol Building in Bismarck, North Dakota on Wednesday, February 22nd, from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We invite any out-of-school time program working with youth ages pre-K through grade 12 to After School Day on the Hill. This is an opportunity for you to showcase your program to legislators and state agency representatives and the general public and other people that will be visiting the Capitol that day by sharing the ways that you are positively impacting youth, families, and communities across the entire state. An overview of the schedule is included on this flyer. The event will start at 9 o'clock, and we ask that you please plan to arrive at the Capitol and have your booth set up in Memorial Hall by 9 a.m. To enter the Capitol, you can use the public entrance at the Capitol building, which is on the southeast side of the building. You can park in either the small lot beside the Capitol or along the looped entrance in front of the Capitol. Please be prepared to enter security and have your items scanned and walk through metal detectors. Capitol security are accustomed to visitors and people setting up booths or displays, so just let them know what you're bringing and where you're headed, and they can help you. Booths and After School Day on the Hill activities will be set up in Memorial Hall. Memorial Hall is one floor above where you will be entering the Capitol, and there are elevator or stairs available to go up to Memorial Hall. If you have registered and requested a booth, each program who has requested a booth will have one 6-foot table and 2 chairs available to them. Please bring your own table covering, signage, and display. We recommend that you consider bringing an interactive item or activity to showcase an educational or enrichment activity that youth do in your program. The audience will be predominantly adults and include legislators, lobbyists, Capitol workers, general public, and other groups visiting the Capitol that day. Here's a picture of what setup in Memorial Hall will roughly look like during After School Day on the Hill. Each of the red rectangles indicates a booth space, and the booths will be set up on either side of the hallway in Memorial Hall. To the left of this diagram are the House and Senate chamber entrances, and to the bottom right is the location of the governor's office. Throughout the day, we will have the opportunity for 3 different programs to be featured in the black triangle here, or black, excuse me, rectangle on the screen, and have a special demonstration. Demonstrations can be an interactive experience with youth that you may be bringing to After School Day on the Hill, or it can be showing a picture, a video, or another demo of activities that take place in your after school program. And demos can be from 5 to 10 minutes long, whatever you feel is best suited for what you will be sharing. We will target invites to state agency representatives and legislators to some of the demo times. So if your program is interested in learning more about what it could look like to be a demonstration feature during the day, you can contact the North Dakota After School Network and we can talk through options. We will be inviting legislators, governor's office staff, and state agency staff, including Department of Public Instruction representatives, to visit during the times of demonstration and the entire length of After School Day on the Hill. We will also be sending media and press releases, so there may be a media presence as well, and there will be pictures taken. Lunch will be served to all who registered and will be a boxed lunch that we will order from Capitol Cafe and is available at no cost for all who register to attend and who visit After School Day on the Hill that day. Once the diagram is finalized prior to February 22nd, this will be sent out to all who register to notify you of any updates. Here are some pictures of past events that we've had. This is from After School Day on the Hill in 2019 and is an example of some interactive exhibits. If you are able to have youth available, that is an excellent opportunity for them to display some leadership skills and demo and show and share with legislators and other people that are visiting the kinds of activities that you do in your after school program. You can see pictured here that were youth that were demoing and showing a robotics activity that they did. There were youth that set up a marble run to show some of the STEM and cooperation skills that they utilized. There was also a youth that you can see here who was interviewed on the local media that was present at the Day on the Hill. We understand that during the time of day and time of year that it might not be possible for you to bring youth with you to After School Day on the Hill. And here is an example of what a booth could look like if you're not able to have youth with you. You want to try to have it as interactive and inviting as possible by having pictures, information, really showing the impact that you have in your program. Again, if you have any further questions about what would be a good signage or activity to bring, feel free to contact us. In addition to visiting the booths that'll be set up in Memorial Hall, there will be other opportunities for anybody that registers, whether it's youth or program leaders, to attend After School Day on the Hill. And that includes legislative tours. There will be committee meetings during that morning. The schedule is typically released the Friday before for the following week. So we will make sure to inform you if there's any early childhood or school age meetings that are occurring that might be an opportunity to participate in. And legislative session typically begins at 1 p.m., which you will have an opportunity to sit in and watch session in action. We encourage you to register if you'd like to attend, even if you don't plan on having a booth, so that we can have an accurate lunch count and make sure that you're included on event-specific information, such as any weather updates or other details pertaining to the event. We are excited to host After School Day on the Hill again in person in 2023, and really want this to be an excellent opportunity for you to not only showcase your program, but also expose youth and program leaders to the legislative process. There is a travel stipend available, up to $500 per program, that you can request for reimbursement. If you would like to request mileage reimbursement, if you are going to be traveling and need a hotel stay, if you're coming from somewhere further outside of Bismarck, or other travel related expenses, such as busing. You can contact kristen.knorr@k12.nd.us if you would like more information about attending After School Day on the Hill, what to bring, and different activities to engage in. And we are excited to see you on February 22nd, 2023. Thank you.